shut it down. So we're going to start here. First with you, Ann Johnson.
Good evening. Hi, everybody. My name is Ann Johnson, and I'm running for the honor that it would get since this decade cuts from 11, but the gutting of public education, of women's health, of the failure to take responses to gun violence, of the failure to deny climate change. So why now? Because we must take this seat. Flipping the Texas House starts here, and I am the candidate that can and will do it with your vote and your help. I'd be honored for your support. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for coming tonight. My name is Ruby Powers. I'm running to be your next state rep, District 134. I grew up in a very in poverty, but also with a life of service. And I've lived a Texas summer without AC. I've grown up without health care, having to go to get dental work in Mexico, and I've paid through college and law school on my own. I have experienced a lot of what Texans have had to go through because we don't have a lot of services that we need here in Texas. I'm a daughter of an immigrant, and I'm a wife of an immigrant. And I'm also an immigration attorney and a mom of two in public school. When my state representative co-sponsored the anti-immigration bill, SB4, I went to Austin. I went there and I testified, and I realized that this was going to be bad for our community. And it still became a law a few days after Harvey. And we realized that our community is afraid to do anything, to go congregate. And I realized in that experience that our state rep was out of touch with our community. I later went to this last session to Austin 3 times for immigration and education to advocate for reform and change. And I'm glad that we now see we had HB3, but we need so much more. I believe in a Texas that protects all of our neighbors, regardless of their status, and that we have better common sense gun safety laws. I believe in a Texas that works for everyone, and we have paid medical leave. And I believe in a Texas that prepares for our future. I have 2 small children. I want a world for them to be in the next few generations. We need to protect our climate, and we need to put more of an investment in our education. And so for these reasons, I'm running. And I know that this is a very important race that we must win, and it is important for redistricting, and that's why you need to vote for me, because we can flip this in November 2020.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much. And next we have Mr. Lanny Bose.
Good evening. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Lanny Bose, and I'm an educator, having spent 11 years working in Houston's public schools. And I'm an entrepreneur as the founder and CEO of an education technology company that helps schools improve parent engagement. And the reason I'm here tonight is to keep a promise I made to my students. See, every year in August, I would give a version of the same speech. I would tell my students, if you work hard, if you're kind to your neighbor, and if you persist through challenges, you can accomplish the dreams your parents set out for you. But we're in this room because we know that there are systemic barriers preventing those dreams from becoming reality. And we need a representative in this district who's going to tear those barriers down. Let's get concrete. We need to fund our schools. And we need to fund our schools not in a way that just gets a student to pass a test, but that gets a student to go to college for the first time in their family. We need to fund healthcare because honestly, it is unconscionable the fact that we have the highest population of uninsured folks here in the 10th largest economy in the world. We need to fight to protect our students and our families from the specter of gun violence that takes 3,000 lives every year in our state. And we need to protect the dignity of every single Houstonian. No matter what gender they express, no matter who they choose to love, or what country is on top of their birth certificate, they deserve our support and our protection. I believe that I have the experience as an educator in my work in doing equity work for the past 15 years, and the values that represent all of Houston's values, not just the ones that are electorally convenient. And I have the approach to problem solving that allowed me to be a principal in one of Houston's highest performing middle schools, and that allowed me to start a business with a laptop and an idea. My name is Lanny Bose, and I hope to be your nominee for House District 134. Thank you.
Okay, who's ready? I'm ready to vote for all three of them. Everybody, all three over Sarah Davis, right? We're all good? Unfortunately, we can't do it that way. What we need to do is we need to talk about some issues here, and one of the most important that I've heard is that running against Sarah Davis is going to take a massive amount of resources. She will have virtually no limit in funds, as she was recently endorsed by Governor Greg Abbott. She's held the seat for 12 years and portrays herself as a moderate, pro-choice Republican. How do you plan to win this race if you are the nominee? We'll start with you, Ann.
I've been here before, and I did something that nobody else has been able to do, which is take votes away from Sarah Davis. Because I talked about the issues that I know are our common core values. And so the race against Sarah Davis is letting people know who she is and how she votes. She gets credit for a couple of things that she moved on. But what she has done is she has been loyal to the NRA and has earned her A rating. She has been for open carry, guns in schools. She's even voted and allowed that you can have a silencer. That's not who we are when you look at what's happened over the last 2 years and the fact that we've had 4 of the top 10 mass shootings in the United States. We can and must do better. When you look at what she's done on gutting public education, when you look at what she's done on failure to expand Medicaid, when here we are sitting at the base of the medical center and we have hundreds of thousands of people that don't have access to medical care. And so what I've been able to do is already outperform many of the candidates that have been in this district. It's going to take a lot of support. I am grateful for the fact that I have the support of Mayor Anise Parker, of Councilwoman Ellen Cohen, of Amber Austin of the Victory Fund, and many others. We are already running an incredibly strong campaign and doing things that many of the other candidates that have tried for the last couple of years have not been able to do. I am in this fight, but I'm in this fight with you.